Hare Krishna. Bhavina
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Wow. Hare Krishna. So, Anavya Hare Krishna. Um, Aarti Maji, good to see you, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Damni,
Krishna Prabhuji,
check,
Dandavat Pranam.
check that Namaji. Please check if you can record the event. Do you have recording permissions?
No,
So
Prabhu.
I'm the host. No, I'm making you the host.
Okay.
Now you're the host. Okay. So when Leela Priya Shamaji comes, you make her co-host. See if you can see right now if you can
Yes, I can.
uh, yeah, try making somebody the co-host and try if the screen sharing is working.
Okay.
Try right away. Then I'll leave.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, it is working. Can you try? You are the co-host.
I am host. How come I became the host again?
Yes,
You made
yes.
me host. You
Yes.
made me
Can
the
you
host again.
try? Are you able to share the screen?
Wait. Oh, certainly yes. Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah. Right. So I should not be the host. You are supposed to be the host. Let me see how can I change the
I am the
default.
host. You are the co-host. Prabhu, I am the host. You are the
Oh,
co-host.
you
Yes.
remove me as the co-host.
Yes, you are the co-host.
You remove me as the co-host, and then remove me as the co-host. So from tomorrow, I think you should be the one who should be logging in
Yes.
and logging in as the host.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's get tomorrow. Okay, so I'm leaving. Okay. Okay. That's
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji, and pranams. Hare Krishna, everyone. So, Leela Priya Mataji is here. Let me introduce her to you, with you guys. So, first of all, welcome to Bhakti Shastri course 2026. I am Damni. In case you have any query, you want to ask anything, you can contact me. I will try my best to help you guys. So, today our first unit starts Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 to 6. This will be facilitated by Her Grace Leela Priya Shama Devi Dasi Mataji. So she joined ISKCON 15 years ago and received her first initiation from His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj. And she has also completed Bhakti Shastri, and currently she is doing Bhakti Vaibhav. And she is certified by the GBC for the IDC course in Pakistan and has been facilitating the IDC course for 2 years. And she also serves at the Gaur Nitai Bhavan in Karachi. So over to you, Leela Priya Mataji.
Recording in progress.
Mataji, you are mute.
Oh, thank you so much, Mataji, for reminding me. Thank you so much, Damni Mataji, for your kind introduction. And Hare Krishna to everyone. It's my pleasure
Hare
to be here
Krishna.
with familiar faces. Natik Prabhu, Prerna Mataji, and Deepika Mataji.
Mataji, you are not that much audible.
Yeah, let me
Hare
connect.
Krishna Mataji, thank you for now.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible now? Okay. I can see Prerna Mataji is indicating me, yes, it's working. So it's good to see you all. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. And we are starting Bhakti Shastri Module 1. And so this is the first session. And we will try to cover front matter of Bhagavad Gita, and that is preface, the introduction. And we'll look at the setting also, setting the scene, and try to briefly look into chapter 1. I know that is a lot to cover in these 2 hours, but we'll see, hopefully, with Krishna's grace, maybe we can do it. So let's start with the invocation, the Manglacharan, and you can see these mantras, exactly same mantras in the exact sequence on the introduction page. If you know them, it's fine. Otherwise, you can look into this and recite it along with me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayamarupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagan Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकांता श्री राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुत देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वांशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Srila Prabhupada ki jai ho. So this Bhagavad Gita as it is given to us by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This is an amazing book, and transformative experience by studying this Bhagavad Gita. You know, Lord Shri Krishna says himself in Bhagavad Gita that he who study this conversation of himself with Arjuna worships him with their intelligence. And, you know, intelligence is very important element to worship Lord. We sometimes worship Lord with which things we worship Lord?
Love.
Yes, Neela Mataji.
Love. Devotion.
Yeah, love, devotion, but there are particular things we offer to Krishna, like worshipping. There are some gestures of worshipping Lord. What are they? Yes, Bhakti Mataji.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati
And
tadam
just a minute,
bhakti.
I think there is some issue with my headphones. I can't hear.
Mataji, you are not audible.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Bhakti Mataji. You are muted. Yes, Prerna Mataji.
Mother, water, flower, tulsi patta.
Can't hear you. I think something happened.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, there is a lots of thing, but one thing is like deity worships.
Yeah, so what you offer while worshipping deities?
Patram
How you
pushpam
worship them?
phalam toyam.
Yeah, that's fine. Hashikesh Prabhu is also correct. We worship with many things. Prerna Mataji, I couldn't hear you. Can you please tell me again?
माताजी मैंने भी यही बोला था water, tulsi, flowers.
Okay. Yeah, with flowers, with incense, agarbatti, ghee lamp. Okay. Like this is very powerful and intimate way to worship Krishna with our intelligence. Engage our intelligence, our mind in Krishna's service. This is why Krishna has given us this intelligence, this buddhi. And it distinguishes us from animals. Like we can see that animals also have 5 senses, right? Mind, which they can use to accept and reject the things. And they also see the favorable and unfavorable, but they have very small intelligence. They can't understand the philosophy and they can't understand the laws, values, principles, and they can't understand the God and the soul. It distinguishes us from all the species of life. And if we don't use this intelligence for the right purpose, then we will end up losing it. And that's how people go back to the animal species. So the correct use of intelligence is understanding our shastras, to understand who we are, what are we doing in this material world, what is the goal of our life, why I'm suffering, why I'm frustrated, what do I need to do to be happy. I think we all want to be happy. I think this is the main goal of our life. What do you think? You think, yes, Prabhu? I think Nirmal Prabhu has just joined. Okay.
How to get Krishna?
So how to get Krishna? So we are going to understand this by reading Bhagavad Gita. And this is a kind of deep study we are going to do, and with which we'll understand that how we'll get Krishna. What are the ways and who we are, like what relationship we have with Lord. We are going to cover this all in Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
So we always run after happiness, and for that we have to realize and understand God, the Supreme Lord, and my relationship with Him. And we get to know all these things in Bhagavad Gita. So the preface, let's go to the preface first. I'm sure you all must have your Bhagavad Gitas with you. Preface of Bhagavad Gita is short. If we see the introduction, if we compare it with the introduction, then preface is short, but it's very important. Because this preface is very much Srila Prabhupada speaking his heart, speaking his mind, and in rest of Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada speaking or giving us the philosophy and giving us understanding of Krishna's message. But in preface, he's speaking out his heart. And in preface, you can feel Srila Prabhupada's presence in each paragraph, in each sentence, you'll feel it. His personality, his voice coming through the preface. So here, Srila Prabhupada shows many aspects of his mood in presenting this Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita as it is. There are also some missions in Bhagavad Gita, his mood and mission. We are going to see his mood and mission in preface. Mission which was given to him by his spiritual master. And the important part of the Bhagavad Gita or his presentation is to give the detail and to show the he knows that what his spiritual master wanted. He wanted to present Bhagavad Gita as it is. In this way, the transformation will be possible. If we read Bhagavad Gita and there is no transformation, there is nothing is changing in his heart, then that means that we are not studying it properly. That means that Krishna's message is not given to us properly. But when we read this Bhagavad Gita, there are many copies of Bhagavad Gita. There are like many different scholars has written Bhagavad Gita in their, like, they have shown their personal motives in that. But Srila Prabhupada has given us Bhagavad Gita as it is. As it is means that there is no addition and no subtraction. Whatever is given by Krishna is coming to us. Whatever is coming through the parampara, the disciplic succession. And now here, we'll look into mood and mission, because understanding Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada's mood and mission is one of the aims of Bhagavad Gita. As you know, there are 12 aims of Bhakti Shastri. So first of all, what do you understand by the word mood? We usually say that I'm in a bad mood. Today I'm grumpy, irritable, or joyful, or optimistic, right? But it does not exactly this mood which we are discussing here. Okay, we are trying to understand Srila Prabhupada's mood. What it's mean in this context, like word mood means there is some purpose of presenting the book or present of anything, like there is some purpose, and how I'm going to accomplish this purpose, that is mood. So I want to know from you, like when you read this preface, you'll get to know that what is Srila Prabhupada's mood behind presenting this Bhagavad Gita as it is. I'm waiting for your answers. Yes, Neela Mataji.
Devotion.
Yes. Yes. Devotion towards Supreme Lord Krishna. He wanted to present this. The mood was devotion, the bhakti. Fine. Another?
Spread the message of
They are
Krishna.
aspects. Yes. Sorry, Kamal Mataji. Say it again.
Spread the message of Krishna.
Okay. Give the message or spread the message of Krishna. Okay. Fine. Any other? Yes, Prerna Mataji.
Self-realization.
Okay, fine.
Surrender
Self-realization is
yourself.
also, but surrendering yourself. Okay, that is also fine. Yes, Natik Prabhu.
Mataji, can you repeat the question?
The question is that Srila Prabhupada has presented this Bhagavad Gita as it is. So what was his mood behind presenting it? Like how to accomplish one's goal, one's aim, there is a mood. And what mood was there? Someone says because of the devotion, because of the bhakti.
Guess there were two moods.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to follow his guru's instructions and also wanted to spread the Krishna consciousness. I guess that was his mood.
Excellent. Yes, yes, you are absolutely right. The first one, I would say that Srila Prabhupada's mood was loyalty or mood of service towards his spiritual master. That was his mood. We will come to the mission also, but Natik, can you tell me, is there any sentence with mood of Srila Prabhupada? Any sentence in the preface which you have seen and you realize that this is a sentence, this is a statement where it shows that Srila Prabhupada's mood was loyalty or to serve his guru.
In the preference.
We are reading preface, we are at the preface, and we are trying to come up with more moods and missions which Srila Prabhupada has in presenting this Bhagavad Gita in preface.
I don't have seen actually right now.
You just read it. Read it.
Okay.
It's, I think it's in the first paragraph. You can read preface and what do you think that? Because they are, so you have to find it. Anywhere Shri Prabhupada says that presenting this Bhagavad Gita. So when you will get to know, when you will see this statement, and then you will realize that yes, this was his mood behind.
To establish the Krishna conscious movement over the world.
Gratitude.
Yes, Neelam.
Gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude is also there. Yeah, you can say that. You're right. But is there any statement which shows?
Mataji, to spread Krishna conscious movement.
Hmm.
Present the good in soul.
Is it in the first paragraph, Bhakti Mataji?
जी Mataji. First
Yes.
paragraph, last.
But we can, I would think, in order to establish the Krishna consciousness movement more soundly and progressively, it will come in the mission. Like Srila Prabhupada's mission was to spread this knowledge. Srila Prabhupada's mission was to establish this movement. So behind this mission, okay, mission is like agenda. Mission is like the purpose, the aim. And to accomplish this, to fulfill this, what Prabhupada's mood. Now, as we see that this is a mission of Srila Prabhupada to establish the Krishna consciousness movement more soundly and progressively. So what kind of mood do you think here? Yes, Prerna ji.
Mataji, I guess he wanted to present the original Bhagavad Gita because at that time there was too many copies and like there was not right pronunciation, or like they were not Sanskrit verses or any translation correctly. Everyone was doing with their own intelligence, like not the original one.
Yes.
Can I add on something, Mataji?
Yes,
Progressively
Neelam.
means by the time Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, he want to spread the message of Krishna throughout the world. Means to every part. Progressively means in the increasing order. Means something that is growing.
Yes.
I think soundly and progressively means in the development phase, developing phase.
Exactly. That is why Srila Prabhupada says that just because of my books, this Krishna will be actively like on the top, not like less than, but give more than 10,000 years. So it shows there that it will and it is spreading soundly and progressively. So we can see that this is Srila Prabhupada's mood of. Behind this, the mood was just service. So any other mood? Any other statement which you see and you realize, you feel that, yes, this was Srila Prabhupada's mood behind it? We can see on the first page only. No, just a second. Have you read the second paragraph of preface? Any one of you?
To follow the parampara of his disciple Guru?
Yes. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that he is following the parampara. I mean, this shows the authenticity of this book of Bhagavad Gita. This shows that this book is authorized, this is authentic, because it is coming through the disciplic succession. It's not that Srila Prabhupada has added anything, or Srila Prabhupada has not presented it with his any personal agenda or personal motives. It's as it is. In this way, it will help people to transform their hearts. It will help them to understand Supreme Lord. It will help them to understand the purpose of their life and their relationship with Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada's mood was service, to serve his guru. Sri Prabhupada's mood was to present it as it is without any personal motives, and that it was loyalty. Sri Prabhupada was loyal to the parampara, to his guru. And you can see on this in the second paragraph only, Sri Prabhupada also that this book is becoming more popular. I mean, it's gradually becoming the most popular movement in the entire world, this Krishna consciousness movement. Why? Because Srila Prabhupada has presented the message of Krishna as it is. And he wanted to fulfill his guru's wish and to continue the succession line also. And when you see it, it is in the same format as it was spoken to Arjuna. In the second paragraph, you will see that Sri Prabhupada is saying that if I have any credit in this connection, it does not belong to me personally. What it shows. Okay, yes, Natik Prabhu, you want to say anything?
Actually, I was also saying this line was written. This actually shows his mood to serve his guru's instructions.
Yes. This is what a disciple should do. A disciple should follow his guru's instructions. And here we can see that Srila Prabhupada is not taking any kind of credit. He's saying that in this connection, like if I have any credit in this connection, because it's not belong to me personally, but it is due to my eternal spiritual master, his divine grace, Om Vishnu Padaya Paramhans Parivajak Acharya, 108 Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. If personally I have any credit in this matter, it is only that I have tried to present Bhagavad Gita as it is without any adulteration. Okay, so any other mood you see? Have you all read this preface? I mean, it's been 30 minutes, I think, but 25 minutes we are reading preface. Have you all read this? No one come up with the mood? Like we got only one or two, that was loyalty, the mood of service due to the devotion or bhakti. And yeah.
What?
Yes, Kishori Mataji. Okay, so I'll tell you that there was a compassion also, mood of compassion. When we see, like Srila Prabhupada, see that the people are suffering in this world, they are wasting their life, they don't know their life is going, I mean, they don't know about the goal of their life. So out of compassion, the mission rises. Out of I told you, that behind any mission there is a mood. So here, out of compassion, the mission rises, that is to teach people, to present this Bhagavad Gita. And Sri Prabhupada is saying that I'm not giving my thoughts, not presenting my philosophy of life, but I am presenting teachings of Krishna to a disciplic succession. So Sri Prabhupada, Okay, there is a mood of service also. Yeah, we discussed it. Statement. Can you find a statement where Srila Prabhupada is saying that Krishna descent for a purpose and that he has the same purpose which Krishna has? Why Krishna descended in this world 5,000 years ago? Why? What was the purpose?
माताजी परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां साधुओं को
Yes.
बचाने के लिए और
Hmm.
पापियों का विनाश करने के लिए मतलब पहला तो ये कि
Okay. To kill
भक्तों
the
को बचाने के
enemies. Yes. Okay. To give protection to the devotees and to kill the demons. Okay, that is the
Yes.
external purpose. And the internal purpose is the secondary one. Yes, Natik Prabhu, you want to say something?
To reestablish the religion.
Yes. To reestablish this lineage. Why? What happened? Because it was broken. It was broken, and to reestablish it, Krishna has descended. And with this knowledge, with this jnana, the living entities get to know their relationship with, and then they will establish their relationship with Krishna and they will love Krishna. They will understand the devotion, the bhakti. So here, the purpose is love for everyone. The mood is, sorry, not purpose. The mood is love for everyone, to share love for humanity and give Krishna's love to everyone. I think this is on the paragraph of 19 page of preface. I mean the 19th page, but third page of preface. Yes, Prerna Mataji.
माता जी आप पढ़ रही हैं, कहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है? मुझे तो मिल नहीं रहा. I don't find that.
Okay, no, I was not reading it from the book. Now I'm going to read from the book. I'll tell you. This is the second paragraph of 19. The Krishna consciousness movement is essential in human society, for it offers the highest perfection of life. How this is fully in the Bhagavad Gita. That this Krishna consciousness movement will give the highest perfection of life. And what is the highest perfection of life? Is get to know your relationship with Krishna and to establish that relationship with Krishna. And it's all given in Bhagavad Gita. But Srila Prabhupada is saying that unfortunately, mundane wranglers, mundane means the materialistic, the material. And wranglers means twisting the message. They have taken advantage of Bhagavad Gita to push forward their demonic propensities and mislead people regarding right understanding of the simple principles of life. Srila Prabhupada gave process to them, to whom? To the people, to relieve them from sufferings. And that was the purpose and agenda. We have seen that Srila Prabhupada is offering this book because he is giving credit to his guru and he is all guru. This shows his humility. He's humble. He's being humble. So this is also a mood of Srila Prabhupada, to be humble. And you know, this is an amazing achievement. Like translating all the verses into Sanskrit and for almost every verse, that's like a big achievement for Srila Prabhupada. And another thing is like doing this totally in line with Acharya commentaries, like understanding the intention of Krishna and presenting Bhagavad Gita with clear, powerful purpose. And yet he is saying that I can't take the credit. Otherwise, we see that he has done a lot of work, very hard work on this. So, and Sri Prabhupada also saying in page, we can see that he's saying that if I have done anything good here, is present Bhagavad Gita, is starting this Krishna consciousness movement, which have helped the Americans. You can see that it's written here that it had helped the Americans. And Sri Prabhupada is saying here that fathers and mothers were expressing their gratitude for leading this Krishna consciousness movement throughout the entire world. And Sri Prabhupada is saying it's all the mercy of his spiritual master. Okay. And there is another mood in the end of the preface. You can tell me which one is there? Can you look for it? It's in the end. I think it may be the last paragraph. Yeah. Have you find anything in the last paragraph which shows Sri Prabhupada's mood?
It may be like Krishna is the central point.
Srila Prabhupada is actually explaining what will be the condition of people in the Kali Yuga. So during that time, when the people are busy in the materialistic things, Bhagavad Gita will be the only thing that will be leading them to the right path.
Yeah, that can be the mission, but I'm asking about the mood. In the last paragraph, if you'll see, okay, I'll tell you the lines. And you read it and then tell me. Gitika Mataji was saying something. Sorry, Aarti Mataji, your hand is raised, please.
Mataji, in the last paragraph, the main purpose is to spread the Krishna consciousness worldwide, to educate people globally, and to understand the real goal of life.
Yeah. That is the
Like in the
mission.
last,
Yes, exactly. That is Srila Prabhupada's mission. Okay. So here we can see the, I think, third last line. Srila Prabhupada is saying that we have presented it here. Sorry, we hope, therefore, that people will derive the greatest benefit by studying Bhagavad Gita as it is, as we have presented it here. And even one man becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, we shall consider our attempt a success. So what do you think? What is Srila Prabhupada's mood behind it? And Srila Prabhupada is saying that only one person become a devotee, pure devotee of the Lord, then Srila Prabhupada will consider it a great success. What does it shows?
He is like, at least in the Kali Yuga, where everyone is indulging in materialistic things. At least one pure devotee of the Lord, it is a huge success.
Yeah, you're right. So here, Srila Prabhupada is not ambitious to make many followers, hundreds and thousands of followers. He's just thinking that human life is so valuable that if one person becomes a pure devotee, then he'll consider that my life works is a success. So this shows the mood of selflessness and mood of service as well, because Sri Prabhupada is not in a mood to expand his glories here. He only wants that if, have you ever heard this example that if there is a moon, then there is no need of many stars? If there is a moon, there is no need of many stars for the lightning, for the brightness or for the light, because moon is giving the sufficient light. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying that if there is a one devotee who becomes a pure devotee, then there is no need of many followers. जो सिर्फ चापलूसी कर रहे आगे पीछे घूमे. But if one becomes a pure devotee, then automatically this Krishna consciousness movement will grow progressively.
Successful.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be successful. So now can we come up with some missions? I think one or two is already discussed. Which missions we have discussed till now?
माता जी ये कहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है 1-2 paragraphs? Where is this?
In the last line you can see, Mataji. Last line of preface. Second last line.
है कहाँ पे? हैंडबुक में, भगवद गीता में, where it is?
नहीं, in the Bhagavad Gita preface.
Page number?
Page number is 20.
Okay, I will see.
XX 20. Preface का जो third page है ना वहाँ पे. I mean fourth page, yes. I have the mini Bhagavad Gita with me, so I don't know. I think pages तो same ही होंगे. So let's look for the mission. First mission was to establish this Krishna consciousness movement more soundly and progressively. That was the first mission, right? And what else? You can see here on page 18, Sri Prabhupada's mission is also on the 5th line. But our attempt in presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is to present the mission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Our business is to present the will of Krishna. To present the will of Krishna without any adulteration. And on the 19th page, consciousness movement is essential in human society, for it offers the highest perfection of life. We discussed it. I think we have already discussed it, that it is a mission. This is Srila Prabhupada's mission. So what is, if we understand it in detail, like Srila Prabhupada wants that anyone seriously interested here, and Srila Prabhupada wants us to read Bhagavad Gita deeply, not to read it just once or mechanically, but to understand it. And he wants us to connect with the society of devotees and practically apply the Bhagavad Gita in service of Krishna and in association of devotees. Then we'll get the highest perfection of life. In the second paragraph, you will see the 5th or 6th line, that everyone should know how God or Krishna is great, and everyone should know the factual position of the living entities. Everyone should know that a living entity is eternally a servant, and that unless one serves Krishna, one has to serve illusion in different varieties. So this shows, this is another mission that Srila Prabhupada want us to serve Krishna. Because the duty of soul is to serve Krishna. That is our dharma. To satisfy the senses of Lord.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Damni Mataji.
Sorry for interruption. Actually, there are many devotees who can't find the page, so I'm showing them. When you open the book, here is the setting scene. Turn the page. Here you go. Here is the preface. The starting.
How many of you haven't find preface yet? Only Bhishma Mulani has found it. Nobody knows preface in the Bhagavad Gita? Then what we are doing since 45 minutes?
We are using
Yes,
it.
please
We are
raise your hands
highlighting.
to know that you have. Yeah, Natik Prabhu is saying yes. Aarti Mataji,
माताजी अब
Komal
मिला है
Mataji.
मुझे तो जाकर, पहले पता ही नहीं था, मिल ही नहीं रहा.
Okay, all right. Yeah, please wake up you all and let me know that are you with me or not. So,
Mataji, I just want to say one thing. From now onwards, we will be reading this book, not the handbook. Handbook is just for the practice for the CBA and OBA. Here we will be reading Bhagavad Gita.
yes. And when I start the class, I told you that I'm sure that you all have your Bhagavad Gitas with you. That's why I said it initially. Okay. So, when you read this preface, you will get to. Yes, Roshni Mataji. Okay. So, can anyone read the second paragraph of page 19? The Krishna consciousness movement is essential in human society page. I mean the paragraph, the second paragraph.
Can I read?
Yes, please.
The Krishna consciousness movement is essential in human society for it offers the highest perfection of life. How this is so explained fully in Bhagavad Gita. Unfortunately, mundane wranglers have taken advantage of Bhagavad Gita to push forward their demonic propensities and mislead people regarding right understanding of the simple principles of life. Everyone should know how God or Krishna is great, and everyone should know the factual position of the living entities. Everyone should know that a living entity is eternally a servant of that unless one serves Krishna, one has to serve illusion in different varieties of the three modes of material nature and thus wander perpetually within the cycle of birth and death. Even the so-called liberated Mayavadi speculator has to undergo this process. This knowledge edge constitutes a great science, and each and every living being is to hear it for his own interest. I have to
And in this
continue.
paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is saying, no, Mataji. Okay. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying that he must know its factual position. He must know that why he is here in this world, what is his relationship with the Krishna, with the Lord. And if he understands his relationship, then automatically what will happen? He'll start serving Krishna. And he will not anymore serve the Maya, Krishna's Shakti. Because otherwise we are in the illusion. We live in the illusion, and with this three material nature, we only try to serve ourselves. We try to satisfy our indriyas, like whatever I want to do, I'll do that. I'll only listen to my heart. I'll listen to my mind. This is what we do. But by reading Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada is giving us this understanding that we should know, we should understand that we are Krishna's servants. We are Krishna's das. We are Krishna's anshas. They're children, you can say. And our duty is to serve Krishna. Until or unless we are not going to Krishna, we cannot be happy. We cannot be satisfied. And what the mundane wranglers do, as I said earlier, the message of Krishna, they twisted the words of Shastras and they present it in their own perspectives, according to their own intentions, according to their own ending. They added to fulfill their personal motives. If we see that many people, this karma yoga, people says that Krishna is saying about the karma yoga in Bhagavad Gita. That means we have to do our karma. So that means work is worship. So many people who are like owning the factories or the companies, they emphasize on working. They says that if you work properly in the company or in the factory, that means you are having the perfection of life. You are fulfilling your the goal of life. But it's not like that. Here we see that Srila Prabhupada wants us to understand our position, our relationship with Krishna. And we are here to satisfy and serve the senses of Krishna, not ours. Okay, in the next paragraph, can anybody please read it? Yes, Prerna Mataji.
People in general, especially in this age of Kali, are enamored by the external energy of Krishna, and they wrongly think that by advancement of material comforts, every man will be happy. They have no knowledge that the material or external nature is very strong for everyone. It is strongly bound by the stringent laws of material nature. A living entity is happily the part and parcel of the Lord, and thus his natural function is to render immediate service to the Lord. By the spell of illusion, one tries to be happy by serving his personal senses gratification in different forms, which will never make him happy. Instead of satisfying his own personal material senses, he has to satisfy the senses of the Lord. That is the highest perfection of life. The Lord wants this and he demands it. One has to understand this central point of Bhagavad Gita. Our Krishna consciousness movement is teaching the whole world this central point. And because we are not polluting the theme of Bhagavad Gita as it is, anyone seriously interested in deriving benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita must take him from the Krishna consciousness movement for practical understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Under the direct guidance of the Lord, we hope, therefore, that people will derive the greatest benefit by studying Bhagavad Gita as it is. We have presented here. And if even one man becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, we shall consider our attempt a success.
Thank you, Mataji. So here we Prabhupada's mood and mission, and the central point of Bhagavad Gita, Mataji also mentioned it earlier, that the highest perfection of life, like that is the central point of perfection of life, and the central point of the Bhagavad Gita is to understand our relationship with Krishna and how we'll be happy. We'll be happy serving Supreme Lord Krishna's senses, not by satisfying our personal material senses. So that is the central point of Bhagavad Gita, to serve Krishna. And as we discussed about the mundane wrangler, there's another word in the 18th page, second paragraph. Here, Srila Prabhupada was telling about that he presented this Bhagavad Gita without adulteration, but many people yeah, he's saying that our business is to the will of Krishna, of any philosopher or scientist. So as we discuss that people picking up some statements, up some points from Bhagavad Gita, and they present their own as their own commentary and their own personal motives to people. They give their commentaries that, like the politicians, the philosophers, many scientists say that, like they never they don't believe in God. They don't believe the creation of this universe as it is written in our shastras. They give their own personal understanding about the creation. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying that we must be very careful. We must be very careful in reading the Bhagavad Gita, in picking up the correct Bhagavad Gita, and that is this Bhagavad Gita as it is, which is given by Srila Prabhupada. Because here, we, unlike the so-called scholars, do not say that Krishna and his inner spirit are different. Krishna is absolute, and there is no difference between Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's quality, Krishna's pastime. This absolute position of Krishna is difficult to understand for any person who is not a devotee of Krishna in the system of parampara. So that means Srila Prabhupada is saying that we must listen this Bhagavad Gita or hear from a devotee, and he must be from the parampara, that's a disciplic succession. So generally, the so-called scholars, politicians, philosophers, and swamis without perfect knowledge of Krishna try to banish or kill Krishna when writing commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Such unauthorized commentary upon Bhagavad Gita is known as Mayavad. The Lord Chaitanya has warned unauthorized men. Lord Chaitanya clearly says that anyone who tries to understand Bhagavad Gita from the Mayavad point of view will commit a great blunder. Somewhere it says that, instead of reading the Mayavad Bhashya, the Mayavad philosophy, it's better to be atheist, not to believe God. Because if you will listen to their philosophies, then what will happen? That ultimately you are committing a blunder, and the result of such blunder, misguided student of Bhagavad Gita will certainly be bewildered on the path of spiritual guidance and will not be able to go back to home, back to Godhead. So Srila Prabhupada is saying again here that our only purpose is to present Bhagavad Gita as it is in order to guide the conditioned student to the same purpose for which Krishna descends to this planet once in a day of Brahma, or every 86. Oh, it's a lot to, there are many zeros to read. 86 0,000,000 years. Okay. So 86 billion years. Yeah. So this purpose is stated in Bhagavad Gita, and we have to accept it as it is. Otherwise, there is no point in trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita and its speaker, Lord Krishna. Okay, and as we discussed about the parampara, that this parampara was lost, and that is why Krishna is again speaking it to Arjuna, and Krishna has spoken this Bhagavad Gita to Sun God, and which is like 100 millions of years ago, and which is written in Bhagavad Gita 4.1 shloka. So we'll discuss it further. So now let's move towards introduction. And let me share the screen. Can you see my screen? Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Unit 1, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 1 to 6, Lesson 1, Chapter 1. We'll see. This is the aim of the unit. Can anyone of you read it? Ansa Bhaktani Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Unit A. This unit primarily aims to deepen students' understanding of the relationship between
Varanashram Dharma. It's
Dharma
because
and
of the
Krishna consciousness. This topic, essential to understanding of the Bhakti Shastra, is introduced in the first verse of the Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Kshetra, and continues to the 18th chapter, wherein Krishna concludes his discussion on the principles of religion.
okay. So this is the aim of our unit, to understand Varnashram Dharma and Krishna consciousness, the relationship between Varnashram Dharma and Krishna consciousness. We'll discuss it further. Okay. So up till now, what we have find out in the preface is mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada's in presenting this Bhagavad Gita. He is achieving in presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is like it is coming from his heart. He is giving it out of compassion. His humility is shown here because his love towards the living entities, to the people, and loyalty to his spiritual master, his dedication to Krishna, and his purity in presenting message as it is without any personal motive. So we are very fortunate to have this Bhagavad Gita as it is. You know, there are, as I told you, there are many versions of Bhagavad Gita that one could read and one could bewilder. So we consider ourselves fortunate that by Krishna's mercy, we are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. So we are starting the introduction. These are the invocation mantras, which you can read and learn. And here, Gita is called Gita Upanishad. And Srila Prabhupada says that it has to be understood through parampara. Arjuna is Krishna's devotee and a direct student. So he's a devotee. So we must hear Bhagavad Gita from a devotee. And Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. He has given us this Bhagavad Gita as it is. Okay. Prabhupada wants us to make sure that we understand that why we should read this book, because, you know, this is spoken by Lord Sri Krishna. And that is why this is the authoritative Shastra. This is like this is a book of wisdom, and the scripture is more authoritative than something else, like those books which are given by the people who have written their own make up their own scriptures, make up their own spiritual path, but this is different, and this is more authoritative. Okay, so Gita Upanishad. Gita Upanishad means this is the of Aruna Mataji, please mute yourself. So Gita Upanishad is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in Vedic literature. So the idea here is that there is the different categories of Vedic. Okay, Vedic knowledge is categorized into two: the Shrutis and the Smritis. Have you ever heard this? Smritis and Shrutis, these words?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So Shruti, because as our Shastras are they are categorized into Shruti and Smriti. The Shruti means that which is heard, and Smriti means that which is remembered. And scriptures like Vedas, are 4 Vedas, Rig Ved, Sam Ved, Yajur Ved, Atharva Ved, and the Upanishads, they are Shrutis. They come in the category of Shrutis because Shruti means the Sakshat God Vani. Like we can say that which is spoken by the Supreme Lord himself. The Vedas are spoken by Lord Shri Krishna. And what is Smritis? Smritis, they are also known as Pancham Ved. Okay, those are the 4 Vedas, and this is the Pancham Ved, the Shrutis. So Shrutis, Smritis, I'm sorry, Smritis. So it means to remember it. And what comes in this category in Smriti? The Itihas, the Puranas, like 18 Purans, and Itihas. And Itihas like Ramayana, Mahabharata. In Ramayana, there is a discussion, there is a complete knowledge about the Raghuvansh, and in Mahabharata, there is a detail about the Kuruvansh.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
I think Prabhuji by mistake got unmuted. Okay. We must not disturb anyone who is chanting. All right. So, yeah. We were discussing the Smritis. Okay. So Smritis are like in Puranas, like there are 18 Purans. And in Bhagavad Puran, Srimad Bhagavad Puran, we see that there is a samvad. Samvad means the conversation between the Narada and Vyasadeva, this conversation of Vidura and Matrimuni, Sukdev Goswami and Parishad Maharaj. So in the Puranas, there is a conversation, the samvads. And actually, the Smriti is derived from Shruti only. But they may change over the time. But Smriti, they are eternal truths, Vedic philosophical truths, and that are unchangeable. When you hear about the Shrutis, and then when you tell it to anyone else, like dohraya jab jata hai usko kisi ko, so that is Smriti. Shruti means it is directly coming from Krishna, from the Lord, and Smriti means these are the commentaries, or these are the understanding of our acharyas, of our sages, which are coming to us. If we understand with the example, like a mother has 2 children, and if she tells something to the elder one, and the same thing is repeated by the elder one, but with his understanding to the younger one, then the first one was the mother was telling to the son, that was Shruti, and then it is the same thing, but with a little bit commentary, with little bit understanding is given to the younger one, the younger son. So that is Smriti. That is to be remembered. But Bhagavad Gita, as we see, Bhagavad Gita is the part of the Mahabharata. This is the portion of Mahabharata. So here we can see that this is the Itihas. It's coming from Smriti, but as well as Shruti. Why? Can
Because
anyone tell me?
spoken by Krishna himself.
Yes, because it is spoken by Lord Shri Krishna himself. So that is why it's Smriti and Shruti as well. Okay, so in the introduction, we see here that introduction is very long. We'll only pick up the important points from this, and you kindly read this introduction yourself at home. And try to read it, before you come to the class. When you have 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, read the chapter we are going to do in the class. So it will be very easy understanding. Okay, here, just a minute. We see in this introduction that a living entity can have relationship with the Supreme Lord in 5 different ways. Can anyone read it from here? Let me, just a minute. Okay. Can anyone read it from page number? Okay, on page number 3, if you'll see that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is accepted, that Lord Shri Krishna is a Supreme Personality of Godhead, is confirmed by all great acharyas. Here, Srila Prabhupada is trying to prove that Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is not only accepted by Arjuna, but it is accepted by the acharyas, like great acharyas, the Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and many more other authorities of Vedic knowledge in India. And even the Lord Shri Krishna also establishes himself as a Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita. And then again, Lord Shri Krishna was telling Arjun that how I have given this knowledge to Sun God, and how it is moving further in the disciplic succession. And then, as we know that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is our master, is Bhagavan. So here we can have, okay. So how we can serve him? In what ways we can have relationship with Krishna? One may be a devotee in a passive state. One may be a devotee in an active state. Passive state means Shantarasa. And in an active state means the Dasarasa. Have you any, can you give me any example, the Lord's relationship with any devotee in a Shantarasa?
Mataji, with cows?
Yes.
With Vanshi.
Exactly.
Govardhan.
With yeah, bilkul. With Govardhan, with the cows, and with his Bansi, they all are serving Krishna in a passive state. And in an active state, that means Dasya Bhav, so we can see there are a lot examples.
Hanuman.
Yes.
Hanumanji.
Yes, Hanumanji is the example. And here we also see Srila Prabhupada is serving Supreme Lord in the Dasya Bhav. Okay. One may be a devotee as a friend. Any example?
Arjun.
Madhumandal.
Yes, there are a lot. Madhubangal, Sudama. Yes, exactly. And in a parent, devotee as a parent. That is Vatsalya Bhav.
Yashoda Maiya.
And one may be a devotee as a conjugal lover.
Gopis. Srimati Radharani.
Srimati Radharani, yes. So these are the different ways we can establish our relationship with Lord Shri Krishna. And here we see the word Swarupa. Can anyone please read this? Have you seen this word Sarupa here on the 4th page? The second paragraph.
Mataji. Sarupa Siddhi.
Yeah. Can you read this paragraph, Mataji?
A complete Mataji.
Read it from here, that every living being, it's yeah, from the 7th line, every living being.
Yes. Hare Krishna, every living being out of the many billions and trillions of living beings has a particular relationship with the Lord eternally. That is called Swarupa. By the process of devotional service, one can revive that Swarupa, and that stage is called Swarupa Siddhi. Perfection of one's constitutional position. So Arjuna was a devotee and he was in touch with the Supreme Lord in friendship.
Thank you, Mataji. So here Swarupa means to understand our constitutional position. Jivera Swarupa hoye, Krishnera Nityadas. So we have to understand our constitutional position. When we'll understand this Swarupa, when we revive our Swarupa, that is a perfection. Okay, and after that, now Arjuna is accepting that Bhagwan Shri Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Arjuna is saying here that I am. It's not that because I have accepted that Krishna is a Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he is. But he is taking the other names also. He's taking the name of Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa, that they have also confirmed this truth. Suppose if Arjuna is only saying that the Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that people may think that because Arjuna is the Krishna's friend, he is Krishna's relative. Maybe he's trying to, buttering Krishna by using these words, but he is explaining it again. He's saying it further, that it's not me who is accepting, who is saying, but they are the acharyas, the sages, who are also confirming this, who are accepting this absolute truth. So on the next page, okay, we have to find we have to find something in the introduction as well, as we look for the mission, like the purposes and the mood of Sri Prabhupada. Here again, we have to look for the purposes. Let me tell you. Sometimes, scholars criticize Srila Prabhupada that Srila Prabhupada's English translations are not exactly literal translations of the Sanskrit. And sometimes he'll add something that exactly not in the Sanskrit. You know why it happens so? Because when you start studying Bhagavad Gita, you will see that Srila Prabhupada is repeating one thing again and again, that Lord Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And what you have to do, you have to establish a relationship with Lord Sri Krishna, and then you have to serve him. And what you have to do, you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You will see this on every page and every portion of Bhagavad Gita. Either it's Karam Yoga or Sankhya Yoga or Dhyana Yoga. Means he has given bhakti initially only. Because if we see that Krishna is a Supreme Lord and he has given us a ladder to reach towards him. But what Srila Prabhupada is doing here, Srila Prabhupada is giving us the lift, the accelerator to directly go towards Krishna. He is not waiting, because he thought that what if someone start reading Bhagavad Gita and he only reads few pages of it, then he'll not be benefited, because he'll be reading about the Karma Yoga only. So he decided to put this bhakti everywhere. So at least one knows that how he is going to achieve the perfection in life, and that is through bhakti. So that is why Srila Prabhupada was criticized by many scholars as well. Srila Prabhupada interprets every verse through the lens of bhakti. And he promotes that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead everywhere. Okay, now, we have to find Srila Prabhupada's mood as well here. Okay. Now, with the proper mood, Srila Prabhupada talked about the introduction. He says that Bhagavad Gita should be studied with the mood of devotion, as it was said earlier in the preface, with the mood of devotion. Like, I'm studying this Bhagavad Gita as a service to Krishna and try to increase my devotion for Krishna by associating with Krishna through his direct words, by associating with Krishna's devotee. And that's what Srila Prabhupada want from us. And another thing, yeah. There are 5 basic truths. Okay, I tell you what is the mood here. Sri Prabhupada wants us to approach Bhagavad Gita in a very in a devotion mood, in a submissive mood, and with the sincerity. So this is shown in the shloka. The shloka is 4.34. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshana. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying, or Srila Prabhupada's mood is that we should use our mind and we should ask questions. It's not that we only accept the truth as it is written here. Sri Prabhupada is saying that you should have the attitude to have an inquisitive mind, right? That should be the mood of disciple, that he should question before the teacher who is teaching them. Like, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, as it is written in this shloka, and inquire from him submissively, not in a arguing mood, but to ask him submissively and render service unto him. Because by rendering service to the devotee, to the acharya, to the guru, what happened? Because they are self-realized souls, so they will impart the knowledge unto us. So this should be the mood of a devotee while reading Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so here the 5 basic truths are written here. Can anyone tell me that what are these basic truths? What are the 5 basic topics on which we are going to have discussion? Yes, Prerna Mataji.
Ishvara, Jeev, Kal, Karam, and Prakriti.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. So here we'll discuss about these 5 basic truths, and we can use this terminology also to understand. Like, it is very easy to relate. How? First, who am I? Jiva. And to whom I belong? To Ishvara, Krishna. Why I am entangled in this world? This
Prakriti.
is, yes, material nature, Prakriti. And since how long I'm here?
Kala.
Time immemorial. Kal, yes. And how can I be free? By doing Krishna karma. Yes, by doing Krishna karma. And in these 5 things, the 2 things that are the Ishvara and Jiva, they are the 4 of them are eternal. Only the karma is not eternal. And the 2 of them are conscious. Conscious means the Jiva knows about his feelings, he knows about his body, and whereas the Ishvara, he knows about everyone and
Everyone.
everything. Yes.
Mataji, can you repeat the 5 truths?
Okay, the 5 truths are Ishvara, Jiva, material nature, that is Prakriti, Kala, that is time immemorial, and Karma.
Mataji, what did you say about Ishwar and Jiva?
For Ishvara, I said that they are like among 5 of these, they too are conscious. Conscious means they knows about the Jiva. The Jiva knows little, but Krishna knows everything. So, what is the purpose
Mataji,
of... Yes, Gitika Mataji.
Mataji, you said karma is not eternal, no?
Yes, karma is not eternal because karma is changing, right?
Yes.
So that is why it's not eternal. Rest of the 4 things are eternal. The Jiva is eternal, the Ishwar is eternal, time is eternal, and this material nature, the Prakriti is eternal. You may ask that why this Prakriti is eternal? Because we see it's created, it's maintained for some time, and then it annihilate. Then how it is? Example of the spider. We see the spider, he creates a web, and after some time, he just take it back. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
That Prakriti is eternal. Prakriti is there only, like the Pradhan. When Prakriti is in a dormant condition, Pradhan means that all the elements, all the ingredients are there only in the Pradhan, in the Prakriti, but it is inactive. When it is in the active position, that is material nature, that is Prakriti, and when it is inactive or in a dormant condition, that it is called Pradhan. And as we know that that Jiva is made up with the 24 elements. So Pradhan, these all elements are there in the Pradhan only, but it is inactive. Okay, so we'll first discuss about these, that how this Pradhan has this Prakriti, starts, and how it annihilates, and how this everything is going on. Prakriti is in a dormant condition. Then when Lord glance on this Prakriti, on the Pradhan, then it becomes active with the glance of Supreme Lord. It becomes active. And in that glance, there is a Shakti. Lord Krishna's Shakti. When it enters into the Pradhan, it becomes active. And these 24 elements in which we see the somewhere. Yeah. So in these 24 elements, we see the 5 are Gyanendriya, that means knowledge acquiring. And 5 are karmendriyam, that means working senses. And the 5 are the mahatattva, the gross elements, and the 5 are, just a minute, let me share it with you here. Just a minute, let me find where I wrote them. Yeah. So these 24 elements, the 5 groups, as I said, that the the Gyan Indriya, that means the knowledge acquiring Indriya. These are eyes,
Mataji, we
ears.
cannot see any slideshow.
Yeah, the
We
slide.
cannot
I'm
see.
not. No. I'm only telling it to you. I'm not showing any slide. Maybe I will find a slide about it and will show it to you. But right now I have no slide. So I'm only explaining it to you through words. So the gross elements that are earth, fire, water, air, ether, they are called Panchabhutas. And the subtle elements that also called Sukshma Sharir, that is Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, and 3 modes of material nature. Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. They are subtle elements. I told you about the gross elements like earth, fire, water, air, ether. And then I told you about the subtle elements, Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, and 3 modes of material nature. Then knowledge acquiring senses or Gyan Indriya are eyes, ears, nose, skin, tongue. These are the 3 groups. 4th one is Karm Indriya, the working senses that are voice, legs, hands, evacuating organs like anus, and reproductive organs, that is genitals. And then there is sense objects. This is the 5th group, means Indriya Vastu. That is form, because with the eyes we see Rupa, form, sound. With the ears we hear sound. And with the nose we smell. And with the tongue we taste. With the skin we touch. So the sense objects, the Indriya Vastu are form, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Yes, Neela Mataji.
Mataji, you were discussing 24 elements, right? I'm just
Yes.
confused with all of them. We are just writing. I was noting down. I was jotting down all the points, but I was unable to get. You said 5 Jnana Indriya, 5 Karam Indriya, 5 Mahatattva, and after that I got confused.
Okay, just a minute. So the 24 elements, they are divided into 5 groups. The first group is the gross elements, and they are called Panchabhuta. And then there is a subtle elements, which are known as Sukshma Sharira and Tanmatra. They are 4. Okay, that is Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, and the modes of material nature. That means Guna. We said Sato Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. So that is Gun. We also call it Pradhan sometimes. And then we have covered gross elements, the subtle elements. Okay? And then there is knowledge acquiring senses and working senses. So knowledge acquiring senses, that means Gyan Indriya, are eyes, ears, nose, skin, tongue, and Karm Indriya, that are working senses, that is voice, legs, hands, anus, and genitals. And the last one I said, that is sense objects, means Indriya Vastu. We call it form, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Okay, the Pradhan becomes Mahatattva means I said Mahatattva, when Prakriti Prakriti becomes active, when Pradhan becomes active, we call it Mahatattva. All the ingredients begin transforming to produce everything in the world. Before going further to these basic truths, I would like to discuss the purposes of Bhagavad Gita, which are written in this introduction. It will take only 5 minutes. We'll discuss it and then we'll go further to the rest of the basic truths, because we have covered the Prakriti, the material nature. We have covered it. So the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is written here. I don't know. Can you see the page number 6? You will find the purpose of Bhagavad Gita here.
Mataji, which line?
The first one, you read it from the second paragraph. Just what is the Bhagavad Gita? You find this, Mataji?
Not yet.
Okay, so first, let me tell you the first purpose of Bhagavad Gita introduction is on the third page. On the third page, it's on the 5th line. The speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Shri Krishna. He is mentioned on every page of Bhagavad Gita as the Supreme Personality of Godhead Bhagwan. We have discussed about it. So this is the first purpose of Bhagavad Gita, that we must know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who has spoken this Bhagavad Gita. And the second purpose of Bhagavad Gita is written here on the 6th page. On the 6th page, you will see just what is the Bhagavad Gita, and then the purpose is written here. Can you see this? Have you found it? There are many messages on the chat box. I'm sorry, I have not seen it yet. Madhavan Prabhu, is it clear to you the Pradhan? Pradhan means when the Prakriti is inactive, it's in a dormant condition, that is Pradhan.
Like Mataji, when it is not it is inactive. In that way, it is Pradhan. And
Yes,
when
we
it is
call it
active,
Pradhan.
so it is Prakriti.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I understood. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay. Yes, Jaydev Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, where the purpose is written on the 6th page?
On the first purpose is on the 3rd page. The speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Shri Krishna. This is the first purpose of Bhagavad Gita introduction. And the second purpose is written
on the
on the
7th page. Mataji is on the 7th page, second para.
Okay. On the 7th page. Okay, I have it's on the 6th page in my Bhagavad Gita. So you got it, Mataji?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from the nescience of material existence. That means that a person, a living entity, should understand that he is in the material existence, but he is not material. He is not asat. He is sat. Eternal. Yes. Do you understand by the word asat? Can you see? Is there a word asat in it? I think the word asat was here only, very much here on this page only. Or maybe on the
Yes,
next page.
asat refers to that which does not exist.
Yes. It's here in only in this paragraph that how we'll come out of this nescience of material existence when we'll get to know that we are not asat, but we are sat. That means that our existence is eternal. It's just this body is asat. Asat refers to that which does not exist. This body is asat means that it is we are put into this body, but we are eternal. The soul is sat. Jiva is sat. So these are the few purposes. Okay, the third one is also here. The third purpose of this introduction of Bhagavad Gita is written here on the 7th page. Mataji, I don't know whether it's 7 or 8 in your book. The subject of Bhagavad Gita entails a comprehension of 5 basic truths. This is the third purpose. I think there were many more also, but you have to find it. But these are the 3 main purposes of introduction of Bhagavad Gita. So you can write it in your notebooks. Yes, Natik Prabhu.
Mataji, can you please repeat the purposes?
Okay, the first purpose is on the 3rd page, according to my Bhagavad Gita, according to my printed one, that the speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Shri Krishna, because he is mentioned on every page of Bhagavad Gita. The second is that the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from the nescience of material existence. And the third purpose is the subject of Bhagavad Gita entails the comprehension of 5 constitutional position of the living entities. So now we are going to discuss these 5 basic truths. And as we have seen that the first one, that Ishvara, is the 4 of them is eternal, but the karma is not eternal. And we have also seen that Ishvara and Jiva, they are conscious, but the rest of them are not conscious. Conscious means that they have chetna, or they know about their feelings, their about their body, about their about themselves. But the Ishvara knows about every living entity, about everyone. Okay, there are many more purposes, There should be more than 10 to 15 purposes. You try to find it out by tomorrow. So this the first one is to deliver mankind from the nescience of existence. This is the purpose. The second one is, okay, the second one I have told you. The third one is introduction part. The first and foremost is to make us understand that we are not the supreme controller. Okay, this is also the purpose, that we are not the supreme controller. We are the mini controller. We cannot control anything. We can control only, we have the control on our karmas only. Otherwise, we cannot control anything. But Supreme Lord is the controller. This is also where it is written. Can you find it? This is also the purpose.
No, Mataji.
Okay, let me. All living entities are engaged in different
Mataji, in
activities.
page number 8.
On page number 8. Okay. Madhavan, can you read it? Where is it? On page number 8?
But
Hmm.
But although we have a tendency to lord it over material nature, we should know that we are not the supreme controller.
Yes. So this is another purpose of introduction of Bhagavad Gita. We have to understand that we are not the supreme controller. And it is written here that we are the parts and parcel of Krishna. And we can see that there is an example given of the gold, that a particle of a gold also has the same qualities, but the quantity is less. So Lord, the Supreme Lord, is a supreme controller, and being his anshas, his parts and parcel, we are the mini controllers. We are not the supreme controller. Okay, so okay, so we are going to find another one. Purify material contaminated consciousness. The next one is to purify material contaminated consciousness. Can you find it? This female, she is controlled by the Lord, just as the activities of a wife are controlled by the husband. Prakriti is always subordinate, predominated by the Lord, who is a predominator.
Mataji, I guess it's on page number 9, second paragraph.
Yes.
Can you read it, Bhakti Mataji?
Out of these 5 basic objectives matters in Bhagavad Gita, it is established that Supreme Godhead or Krishna or Brahma or the Supreme Controller or Paramatma, you may use whatever name you like, is the greater of all. The living beings are in quality like the Supreme Controller. For instance, the Lord has control over the universal affairs of material nature. As will be explained in the later chapters of Bhagavad Gita, material nature is not independent, she is acting under the direction of the Supreme Lord.
Yes, but no, I am looking for this line which says that to purify material contaminated consciousness. This is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. Like by reading it, we will purify material contaminated.
Mataji, it is in page number 10.
On page number 10? Read it, Madhavan.
One cannot say anything about the transcendental world without being free from materially contaminated consciousness. So the Lord is not materially contaminated.
The Lord is not material contaminated, but what about the jivas? Where
Our
is it?
consciousness at the present moment, however, is materially contaminated.
Yeah. So here, materially contaminated. When he descends into the material universe, his conscience not materially affected. If he were so affected, he would unfit to speak on transcendental matters, as he does in the Bhagavad Gita. One cannot say anything about the transcendental world without being free from material contaminated consciousness. So the Lord is not material contaminated. Our consciousness at the present moment, however, is material contaminated. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that we have to purify this materially contaminated consciousness. Did you all find it? It's on the page number 10, the second paragraph, and on the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 17th line of the second paragraph. Did you all find it? If not, then please ask, so I get to know. I think you have found it, right? Because nobody is saying any word. So this is the...
Mataji, we got that.
Okay, thank you. So this is also the purpose. And another purpose is... Okay, I think this is also the purpose, that in pure consciousness, our actions will be dovetailed to the will of the Ishvara, and that will make us happy. So you have to, like, this is also the part of the purpose which we just discussed. And the next one, Lord is both the creator and the enjoyer, and the living entity being the living entity being the part and parcel, enjoy, but not, yeah, but it's a cooperator. Lord is both the creator and the enjoyer, and the living entity is not the creator, not a controller, but a cooperator. Did you find it? I think it's on the 11th page. On the 11th page,
Yes,
you will
Mataji
see.
found it.
Yeah, it's a very nice line.
Line 11th page.
In the end, maybe the last line of the 11th page.
Mataji, can you
Actually,
please repeat this?
yeah, it is on the last line of page 11 that but actually the Supreme Lord is both the creator and the enjoyer, and the living entity being part and parcel of the Supreme Lord is neither the creator nor the enjoyer, but a cooperator. So Srila Prabhupada points out that pure consciousness means I am not the controller, I am the cooperator. It is a very nice way to explain. Srila Prabhupada has very nicely explained it, that I am the cooperator. That means that Krishna is the karta and bhokta. Karta means the Krishna is the creator, the doer, and bhokta means
Enjoyer.
Krishna, enjoyer. Krishna is the enjoyer. And we have to, we will be happy by satisfying Krishna. And there are very nice examples given here. You can see this analogy. Just like a part of a machine. Have you seen this? It's on the page number 12. The part of a machine cooperates with the whole machine. That means being the part and parcel of Krishna, we cooperate with him. And there are very nice examples given. Like this is example from Srimad Bhagavatam, like watering the roots.
Mataji, where it is? I didn't find it.
It's on the 12th page. Exactly after this line that we are not the Supreme Lord के बाद जो है is neither the creator nor the enjoyer, but a cooperator. We are being the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. He is the created and the enjoyed. For instance, a part of machine cooperates with the whole machine, a body of the a part of the body cooperates with the whole body, the hands, legs, eyes, and so
Mataji, it's
on.
on the 13th page.
Okay, Mataji, I think there is a confusion in like pages maybe. The book I have, it's on 12th. But you please confirm and see it on which page of your book it is.
It is on the 13th page, 7th line.
Thank you,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it's on same paragraph.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I have the like in my book, the page is changing, but the paragraph is same. The two examples are given here, and that is the watering the roots of trees. You can see, and there is another example that to get the nourishment, we have to feed the stomach, not the parts of the body, but we have to feed the stomach. And this is called cooperation. This is how we cooperate. And we have understood here that Lord Sri Krishna is a creator and he is an enjoyer. As Krishna stated in Bhagavad Gita, verse number 5.29, Bhoktaram yagatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram surdam sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantim richati. So our time is up. I thought that we are going to cover a few verses of chapter 1 also, but I think it's okay. Introduction is lengthy, so it will take time. But the purpose is to understand it, because we are here to thoroughly read our shastras, to thoroughly understand, to have a like deep study of our shastras. So I think it's okay. Initially, it will take time, but when we are going to reach on the chapter, it won't take much time. No, maybe I'm wrong. It will take time because there are many stories behind each verse. So that's fine. But we must complete it on time. So thank you so much. We will hopefully cover the purposes tomorrow, and we'll start our chapter tomorrow. And I will give you a brief introduction about the history behind Bhagavad Gita, why it is spoken and where it is spoken. You know that it is spoken to Arjuna. Lord Shri Krishna is speaking, he's a speaker, and Arjuna is a listener. But we are going to know that what was the need of speaking Bhagavad Gita. We'll discuss this. We'll start our chapter 1 tomorrow, hopefully. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam to
So much,
everyone.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat pranam.